All right, thank you guys. The SK Wyverns take on the Doosan Bears, 5:30 a.m. East. The Bears are the $4.50 favorite. Totals 9.5. The Wyverns are plus 310 to win it. And if you like the Wyverns to keep this one close, they're plus 145, catching the run and a half. I'm 5-2 on my last 7 daily best play tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website where I sell sports picks beginning at just $1.99. We're also 4-2 in our last 6 board member tier package picks as well. For more information about getting access to these premium sports picks, link for that website is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, the Wyverns lost 7-2 this morning to the Bears. They're currently 23 games under 500, and they have a win percentage of just .311. They're currently in second to last place in the league, and they're just 2 games ahead of the Hamwa Eagles for that spot in the cellar. They're taking on a Bears squad who improved to 35-25 on the year, winners of 5 out of their last 8 games. The Bears also averaged 6.9 runs per contest in their last 8 as well. They're currently in 3rd place in the KBO and find themselves just 2 wins behind the 2nd place Kaiwoom Heroes. Doosan's lost just 1 out of their last 4 series, and when it comes to the scoring in this one, 2 out of Doosan's last 3 stayed under the total of 9.5 runs. The Wyverns on the other side saw 3 out of their last 4 stay under that number themselves. 6 out of their last 9 also stayed under the 9.5. Give me the Doosan Bears minus 1.5 and the under 9.5 in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the free video. Got some lines and Purslines out for, I forget the day, Thursday's KBO baseball action. But before we dive into some more of that, I just have to remind you that after Wednesday morning sports wagering action, after this morning's sports wagering action, we improved to 5-2 in our last 7 daily best plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. We're also 4-2 in our last 6 board member tier package selections as well. If you want some more information on how you can join in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. The Hamwa Eagles take on the KT Wiz, 5:30 a.m. East. The Wiz are minus 350, totals 9.5 juice to the over. The Eagles are plus 250 to win it. And if you like Hamwa to keep this one close, they're plus $1.25, catching the 1.5. Hamwa's currently in last place in the KBO at the moment. 279 win percentage, 27 games below 500. The Eagles have dropped 7 out of their last 8 series, and they've won just 17 out of 61 games on the year. They're taking on a Wiz team who's 9-3 straight up in their last dozen, good for 75% during that short span. They gave up just 3.6 runs per contest in those victories. The Wiz are just 5 games behind the 3rd place Doosan Bears in the standings. They also won their last 5 straight series. Now, total-wise, 8 out of the Wiz last 9 got over the total of 9.5 runs. Give me the KT Wiz minus 1.5 and the over 9.5 in that game. Next contest, NC Dinos versus the Kaiwoom Heroes, 5:30 a.m. East. The Dinos are minus 225, totals 9.5. Heroes are plus 170 to win it. If you like Kaiwoom to cover, they're plus 105 for some run line cash. Kaiwoom's dropped 3 out of their last 5. They gave up 30 total runs during those losses. They've been victorious in just 5 out of their last 11 as well. They're taking on a Dino squad who's currently 20 games over 500. And, coming into this series, they won their last 7 straight series as well. They currently have a win percentage of .672. And when it comes to the number in this one, the Dinos saw 4 out of their last 5 get over the total of 9.5 runs. 9 out of their last 13 also got over that number. Meanwhile, on the Kaiwoom side, 4 out of their last 5 got over the 9.5 themselves. 11 out of their last 14 also got over that total. Give me the NC Dinos minus 1.5 and the over 9.5 in that game. Next contest, LG Twins versus the Lotte Giants, 5:30 a.m. Eastern start. The Twins are minus 165, totals 10.5, juice to the over. The Giants are plus 130 to win it, and minus $1.25, keeping it close. The Giants have won 2 out of their last 3, giving up just 4 total runs in those victories. They're also 4-2 straight up in their last 6, including victories over the likes of the Twins, Bears, and Eagles during that span. Lotte has given up just 2.2 runs per contest on average in those 4 victories. Lotte is just 4 games back of the 4th place Kia Tigers in the standings. They're taking on a Twin squad who's winless in 9 out of their last 12, giving up nearly 6 runs per contest on average during that stretch. LG's lost their last 4 straight series, and scoring-wise, 3 out of the Twins' last 4 got over the total of 10.5 runs. 7 out of their last 10 also got over that number. Meanwhile, on the other side, 2 out of Lotte's last 4 got over the 10.5 themselves. Give me the Giants plus 1.5 and the over 10.5 in that game. Next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be the Kia Tigers versus the Samsung Lions, 5:30 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Tigers are minus $1.88, totals 10.5, juice to the under. The Lions are plus 145 on the money line. The Lions are also minus $1.10 on the run line. Now Samsung's lost 5 out of their last 6, giving up 34 total runs in those losses. The Lions have lost their last 2 straight series, and they're looking to prevent losing their 3rd straight series in this game here. And on a side note, the Lions are only 1 game ahead of the 7th place KT Wiz in the standings. Meanwhile, on the Kia side, they're coming off a solid 5-2 victory over the Lions earlier this morning. Their 5-1 record in their last 6 is good for 83% during that very short span. The Tigers are currently in 4th place in the KBO, and they have only 3 less wins than the 3rd place Bears. Now, total-wise, 5 out of Kia's last 7 got over the total of 10.5 runs. Meanwhile, 4 out of Samsung's last 7 got over that number themselves. Give me the Kia Tigers minus 1.5 and the over 10.5 in that contest. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. And from our Patreon platform, shout out to Chris Veros, Robert Morelli, August Weens, Stephen Madrid, Carlos Balderas, Jared Henderson, Jose Gonzalez, Ezekiel Morales, Frank Supa, and Valentin Anachili. Next, from our Instagram platform, shout out to Bubba Jonesy, Big Juice, 87 MP10, Zero Display, Elise Lucky. I also want to give a shout out to It's Official JR, Wackadoo, Ben Tanzini, Ty Matos, and Jeet Sharma. And finally, from our YouTube platform, shout out to Brandon Coffey, Nahi Pata, V-Berry1923, Charles Turner, Hideki Hayatsu, V. Rudy, Richard Adams, Zubian Ahmad, SOP Striker, and last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to my man, Zay Hill. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. And like I said in one of my earlier videos, if you end up deciding to pull the trigger and subscribe to one of those memberships on Patreon, just keep in mind that we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you decide to sign up today, you're going to get billed today. You'll get access to all the content you pay for through the end of the month, and then you're going to get billed on August 1st. And then following that, you'll just get billed on the 1st of every month unless you decide to cancel. So once again, you'll get billed the day you sign up and then the 1st of every month following that. All right, guys, hey, real quick, I was going to the car yesterday. I was on my way to the gym, and of course, as I walked by the neighbor's house, the neighbor stops me. Hey, looks like you're not cooking dinner tonight. I said, what are you talking about? He's like, well, it looks like you're going out to get some supper, not cooking again. I said, the wife was just grilling outside 5 minutes ago. Didn't you smell it? He said, oh, no. Well, where are you going? Well, none of your business, but I'm going to the gym. Oh, what gym do you go to? Planet Fitness. Oh, where's that at? I proceed to tell him where it's at, and incredibly intrusive. Probably shouldn't have told him where I was going, but all I'm doing is walking to my car, dude. Like, do you need to know where I'm going, what time I'll be back, the details to It's just a complete harassment job. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. Got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Wednesday or Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.